So recently Rihanna was photographed wilding out, dancing, jumping around in Barbados in a carnival in a bikini. Do you think Rihanna has to tone down her sexiness a little bit because of her younger female fans? Be a role model.
I don't think Rihanna has any responsibility to be a role model. It's her music and it's who she is. Rihanna is somewhat of a sex symbol and she's an adult and she's gonna do things that adults do. Let her have fun. We all do the same shit. She has her tits out and she's an adult, so let her have her tits out.
I mean, what I think Jazz does is she talks with her hands a lot and it takes away from what she's saying and it brings it down to chest level. So when you talk with your hands, you're looking at your, oh, look at her hands talk, look at her hands talk, and then that's what you see.
The past few shows, people seem to focus a lot on my testicle area. So the whole plan was to put the girls away this week. The whole point of Rihanna is that she's very overtly sexual and she looked hot. Hit me when she takes a picture and she doesn't look hot.
First of all, if anybody knows anything about the West Indian Day parades, that's what happens. It's not like she decided to spaz out and do something extraordinary. If you didn't notice, there were a million people out there with the exact same kind of costume. Like, we didn't know that was Rihanna, nobody would have known that was Rihanna. That's what happens.
And that's her culture.
Not something that she decided to do on some publicity shit.
It's important to realize that this is something that's a part of her culture. Bajans and Trinidadian, the Brazilian carnival, just like that. Anybody from the islands, carnival is a huge part of it. We're here in the United States and we're kind of looking at something happening in Barbados and kind of taking it a little bit out of context and kind of expecting a certain thing. The pictures came from there. It's not like she went down there and took the New York Times with her and like photographed me. She went down there to celebrate. I think it's a lot to expect her to look at it and be like, okay, this is something that's detrimental to my fans.
Rihanna's here to raise anybody's kids. She's here to entertain and make good music. Responsibility lies with the family of her younger fans. It's not real life. It's a fantasy that she is portraying.
As far as that role model shit, what she should do, what she wants to do are probably two different things. I got little sisters, B. I don't want them walking around singing that Rihanna shit. That disturbs me.
My sister, she's a single parent and likes hip hop and she watches all the shows and stuff, but she also makes sure that my 6-year-old niece knows the difference between entertainment and the reality. It's not Rihanna's responsibility, it's my sister's responsibility.
Almost cruel for her to say that she's not raising anybody's kids when we live in a society where media, social networks, and the world around you is raising your kid. I have a 3-year-old, just turned 3. I don't play Rihanna at all to her, but I go to Kmart and I go to the mall where they play music. My daughter knows every word of almost every Rihanna song and she requests Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, and Rihanna to me, and I don't play that music to her.
It is kind of cruel because your daughter. Do you then have an issue with every year those who go out to Eastern Parkway and do the exact same thing, celebrating their culture, or is it just because she's Rihanna?
No, it's just because she's a public figure.
Because she's a public figure, does she have less of a right to celebrate her culture?
I think publicly certain things she should try to control more. She's the kind of artist who's taking a stand on saying, well, I'm not raising your kid, I don't care, I'm gonna have guns in my video, I am a rebel, I don't care about your kid even though they buy all my art. Like, she doesn't care and she says she doesn't. There's an artist that she was a cutter before and she stopped cutting and now she's using it through music. That mean about, yeah, and a whole bunch of girls are like, oh, because of you I stopped cutting. And if that's the impact artists have.
Is Rihanna's behavior influencing young girls to want to have sex? Probably. It's not. It's definitely not influencing them to be celibate or study or, save yourself for marriage. Like, that's not happening. That's not the influence. You just have to hope that the parents have a stronger influence over their kids than Rihanna does.
She's saying that you have a responsibility. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a political figure, I'm a musician.
As Rihanna gets older and she remains in the spotlight, you're going to see her as she matures, her attitude towards this whole thing will mature. Because at the end of the day, when we first met Ree, she was 17. She's like, what, early 20s? She's doing her thing right now. As she gets older, it's going to click to her that she has some sort of responsibility or influence and she's gonna be a little bit more responsible.
Teachers, the parents, the sisters, the brothers, like, let them take care of that. Like, stop putting on this responsibility.
What do you do? Alright, so what do I do?
You explain to her. Like, I don't understand that.
He knows all the words, and then you reinforce it with something positive.
She doesn't even.
It's on you.
What happened?
Rihanna's only in your life for 3 minutes at a time.
That's not true. Rihanna's also on Billboard. She's on magazine covers. She's the picture of beauty and glamour. It's very hard for a parent who seems very unglamorous and very day to day to overshadow all this glamour that Rihanna's putting off. A parent has damn near no chance of being as influential as Rihanna is. Period.
And with Val being a parent, she can speak firsthand on how difficult it is to be influential in the face of multi-million-dollar campaigns that put these people everywhere. And her problem, I don't think, is with Rihanna, because she even said she was a Rihanna fan. I think the problem was Rihanna's attitude towards the idea of her having any responsibility to anyone but herself.
Parents were there since day one. Rihanna was not the one to hold you when you came out.
Your influential figure was there from day one.
Right.
Now,
Talking about a typical family structure where there is some sort of parental figure, your mother or your father, whoever. They've been there since day one. You have been there with your daughter since day one, long before Rihanna. Your daughter may know her songs, but I guarantee you that if you set Rihanna in front of her and you sitting right here, yeah, she may be a little enthused with Rihanna for a second, she's gonna come back to you.
A lot of artists, she doesn't really take into consideration the impact that she does have on a younger generation. In front of the Lincoln Tunnel, there's a giant Viva Coco logo. My daughter walks by it and she goes, "Mommy, man down, pow, pow, pow." And it's like, oh, shocking to me.
What do you do, Mommy, man down, pow, pow, pow? What are you doing?
She's singing the song.
What do you say? What do you say? What's your reaction?
I go, "That's Rihanna." Like, what am I supposed to say?
She's right there.
What am I
Like,
gonna
look, Rihanna's entertainer. Guns are bad. You can listen to reinforce your morals, what's your values. Just because it's on the radio and it sounds cute when she says it, yeah, oh, my baby says Rihanna, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's cool, but you have to say, like, no.
To me, as a person, Rihanna is inconsiderate and cool because even though you didn't sign up to be a role model, you're a superstar. Me, the party girl, I like Rihanna. She's not that bad. She's a young girl having fun. Everybody's in their teens and 20s. She's a Caribbean girl. I'm a Caribbean girl. I know what happens in the carnivals. It's fun. I'm not mad at that. But me, the mom, I'm a little bit more concerned. And they don't get it. They don't have kids. They'll never get it. I hope Now never has kids.
What's going on in the household? Why are you turning to music and entertainment and movies and TVs to fuel this pain? Why are you not feeling your pain through your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your uncle, your grandma? Like, why is there not one individual in there who you can actually go to? Because like in households, everybody can't go to their mother. Everybody can't go to their father. Sometimes they go to their grandmother, the uncle, the sister, because they feel like they can talk to them. If there's no one like that in that household, that needs to be reevaluated. Somebody needs to figure out like, yo, what's going on? And if the TV and the radio and the computer is the only way for that child to let loose anger and issues, then there's a serious problem.
Bigger than Rihanna.
It's bigger than Rihanna. It's bigger than Jay-Z.
And in
It's
a
bigger than
world
Disney.
where we got 3 jobs, who do you think is raising the kids?
I can quote my father daily on different situations. Like my father's been gone for 6 years, and there's not a day that goes by that I remember Pop talking about that. Lowe's biggest influence is his father. Val's a mom now. I know a lot of people who don't have that. It'd be nice if we all took responsibility for maybe more than just ourselves sometimes. Knowing that you have that kind of influence could be doing a lot of good. If you choose not to though, that's on you. I understand you didn't sign up to be a role model, but what happens when you become one?
Jasmine was naked today. Did you guys like that? I did. It was great. You guys should have seen the rest of it.
Jazz, cut that shit out. If it's Playboy you want to do, then you go on a Playboy blog and you talk about Playboy bunnies and you expose your own bunnies, but you don't do that shit on Jump Off TV. It disturbed me. And we were talking about being socially responsible. Some kids be watching this shit, and I don't think it's appropriate that you have 2 big mountaintops. I don't want none of that shit.
You saw Jazz was naked, like Jazz butt naked in the spot. It's kind of cold in here too. About to cut glass. It's kind of crazy. You know, salute. I didn't know it was that kind of party. My t-shirt's nice, so I don't want to take my t-shirt off.
I feel like we spend a lot of time with one another, and I feel like, you know, I should be able to be myself, and I really haven't been myself in previous tapings, and it's hot. It's hot outside. It's got a new tattoo, so it was just like, just kind of come as you are. We're at SOBs, which I love. It's like a second home to me, so I want to be comfortable. No one like pulled me aside and expressed like, oh, you know, it's weird that I'm naked. No one said, you know, hey, Jazz, you shouldn't be naked. It was just business as usual.
I'm sorry, alright, I'm having a conversation with somebody.
Stop that! You're working. Motherfucker, that's no excuse. You're working here. Sheesh.
No,
Put your bottle down.
Huh?
You don't have an ass.
I'm a fucking nigga. I'm not supposed to have an ass.